Okay. Hopefully this is it. We're trying things a little different and gonna go a different road and see if this is gonna work now. So we'll kind of go online here.
Jimmy's been working on audio, and I've been reading tips on how to play better.
So we're gonna try it now and just see. I don't know for sure. This should work though. This should totally work.
Oh, I hope so.
Oh my. You know how that goes. So
if it doesn't, I'll feel like it's me. It's because I'm here.
Hopefully not. So I see one person has jumped online with us. So let us know if our audio is better this time. If it's too loud, I can bump it down. Whatever it is we need to do. Hopefully now it's working. So we'll see. All right. Well, welcome to the Board Game Spotlight. My name is Jimmy.
I'm Tara.
And tonight we are going to be playing for you Ankar's Plunder. This is a new 2 factions that come in the new Kickstarter for Cloudspire. Now, if you don't know anything about Cloudspire, you are going to learn everything about Cloudspire tonight because we're going to show you all the stuff. Derek says, hey, and it sounds great. So, woo!
Yay!
So that's good. I feel like I've won already. So we're going to dive into this tonight. I'm so excited to show you this because this is a beautiful, beautiful game. And that's the first thing that you need to know about everything with Cloudspire is Chip Theory Games, who are the ones that have sponsored this playthrough tonight, go above and beyond. And basically they have a company vision of a quality over quantity. So you actually can't get this game in distribution anywhere. You've got to get it directly from them or on the Kickstarter right now. And I'm not trying to make this a sales pitch, but this would be the perfect time for you to pick all of this up because if you pick up the base game and the expansions, they've capped out their shipping cost. So especially if you're out of the country or some other place, the shipping isn't going to kill you. And so you'd be able to get all the stuff that you want and then get it shipped out for a pretty relatively inexpensive cost. And so here's what we're going to do tonight. We are going to take you through the game and we're going to show you 2 different factions that you're going to be able to get in this new Kickstarter. And they play radically different than any other faction that they've had up to this point. I did an interview with Josh Welgus about this, and we were talking about the differences in these factions and what they want to do. And so we're going to be able to show that off to you tonight. So let's go to the board, and then I'm going to show you what you can see here. So the first thing that you notice is Tara has her ship right over here, and she is going to be playing as the Horizon's Wrath. And so Horizon's Wrath, she's going to be playing as them, and they are like a pirate faction that has an airship that is docked onto the island, and they actually have, it's kind of cool, let me show you this shot, they have this little plank that you can actually pull and take up. So you can actually, because what pirate game would be worth its salt, if worth its weight in gold, if it didn't have a plank that you could pull? And so what's really cool about that is in order to attack her base, I have to actually get my people standing on the plank. And there's something that she could do in the game. I hope she doesn't, but she could pull the plank.
Yep.
And all of my men that are on that plank there would die and be gone. And so
Going in the water.
That's kind of brutal, but so that's her faction, and she's got a whole lot of cool stuff. She's got cannons that can fire across the board. And so typically in Cloudspire, all of your spires or your minions have a set amount of range that maybe you can upgrade a little bit. Well, she's got cannons that will fire and could go all the way across the board and hit me. And so that's not good.
That's great. That's great for me.
And then I don't know if you can notice, but I do not have a fortress gate around the edge of the building. And that is because mine is actually separate. My faction that I'm playing tonight is called the Uprising, and they are actually completely separate from the board. And we are using these way gates to like portal into this floating island here. And then we're going to go to battle. And something else that's really unique about my faction is that it only comes with 3 units. And so I only get these 3 measly units is all that I get. And 1 set of spires. And so the rest of my crew is going to be hired hands. And so I have this really unique ability in the game where I don't actually have to pay for anything in the market. And then I get a separate market phase where I'm going to be able to hire or get more of these units. And so that's a very unique aspect. And so basically every single time that you play with the Uprising, it's going to be comprised of a whole bunch of new people. And so it's got this really cool mechanism in the market. You'll see it where I could cycle through a bunch of these if I don't like them and maybe find the ones that I want to be able to build my faction. And so anyways, it's like that, and it's all pretty cool. So
and that's not really a measly thing. I mean, that's a pretty cool.
that is a pretty
He
cool.
gets a lot of really cool things that I can't really get, but I've
Yes.
got a lot.
Yeah, you've got a lot.
I've got a lot.
Yeah, you've got a lot. She's got some really cool abilities with
Yeah.
her pirate dudes over there. She's got this powder monkey. Anyways,
Yeah.
we'll talk about
I
that.
plan to use it. I plan to use it.
Okay, so what we'll do is we're going to try to dive into the game, and I'm going to do my best to kind of explain it as we go, because if we took a long time to explain this, it could really slow down this live stream. So instead, we're going to do some things, and then I'm going to talk about what we're doing as we go along. So the very first part of the game, the very first phase, is we are going to get source. So on the first wave of the game, it's played out over 4 waves. You are going to get 5 source to start the game. And so we've got these little dials. Again, chip theory with the amazing quality. Good. James Hudson says it sounds great. That's better than bad. Great is better than garbled. And so at the beginning, we are going to be getting this source that we're going to be using during the game to do all kinds of things. And source is what you get when you kill someone else on the board. You're going to get source for doing that. And then you're going to use this source. Tara is going to be using this source to buy things. And then we're going to be using source to place spires out on the board and to upgrade our fortresses. And that's what makes this game so good, is that both of us kind of do it our own ways. And you're not going to be able to do everything. And I guess that's a good thing. Don't do everything. But it'll be cool to see how we go about it this round. All right, so we've got our source. On the first round of the game, there's no event, so we're going to dive right into the market phase of the game. And let me get my notes out here, because I want to make sure I'm doing this all in the right order. So here we go. So here we go. So we got our income, and now we're going to go to the market phase. And so there's a little market that's down over here, and you can't actually see it. That's a bummer, but there is a market. I'll put the market over here for just a second so that you can see what this looks like. And there's a market that we have where you can buy these earthscapes, is what they're called. And then you're also able to buy these mercs. So these are hired hands. And then in this instance, we have an upgrade that you can put on one of your heroes. So I'm going to let Tara go first, and she can decide if she wants to purchase one of those upgrades.
I don't think I am right now, actually.
It's kind of early in the game, so maybe she's got other plans for her.
Yes. I want to save my source.
Okay. For me, I've got this really unique thing, like I said, where I actually don't pay for any of this. Now, if I wanted to buy one of these earthscapes, I have to pay for that. But this other stuff, these other ones, I can just get for free. And instead of paying source, I have to pay what's called combat points. So I think I'm going to get this flying ability, which is pretty nice. And then that refills. Normally, that's the end of this whole market phase. We would move on. But with my faction, I've got another ability where I could now come back, and I have 3 options that I could do. I can wipe the board with these 3 things that are available. I could buy an earthscape, or I could pick up one of those things, and I get to do 3 of those. So I am going to, let me put you back over here. I think I'm going to get this unit right there, and then it replaces. And then I'm going to get that fancy little spire, and then it replaces. And I'm going to get this one right there. And so now you can kind of see how my faction is starting to grow already. It's changing just a little bit. So I'm going to add those to my barracks. And then we are off and running. So that's the market phase. Now we go into the build phase, and we're going to go back and forth. Tara goes first, and she is going to take build actions. And there are 4 different actions that you can take. You could build a Cloudspire out onto the board, or a spire out onto the board. We don't have the ability to do that yet. You can build an upgrade onto your fortress, which will start to really play into your asymmetric abilities. Or you can, what's the other thing that you can upgrade a spire? You can do that, but we don't have any of those out yet. Or you could place an earthscape, but none of us have those. So what would you like to do? Are you going to do? Yes, you are starting.
Okay, So I'm going to go down here.
What are you buying there?
Promotion.
A promotion.
Let's see.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't need to know what it does.
I don't need to know. I want to know what you're doing.
All right.
I feel like that's in the rules somewhere that you got to tell me what you're doing.
Well, I definitely don't know what all you're doing over there. So.
Yeah. Well, I am. There we go. I put us up in the top corner now so you can see a little bit better. Okay. Let me hit record on this too. All right. Okay, so phase one of the building phase on wave one. So now Tara did an upgrade on hers. And what did you do just so that we can let everybody know and they can follow along?
It's in the hold area, but it says promotion during each prep phase. Selected swabbies may be placed in the deployment stack on their promoted side.
So she's already got a way to promote her swabbies, which her swabbies do something really cool that if they die, they have this slap ability, so they can't really hurt you. They just slap you. But if you kill them, then she's able to upgrade one of her other minions just automatically. Yes. And but
pretty cool.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. Okay, I already know exactly what I'm going to do. What's up, DJ? How you doing, man? He says, what's up, Hudson's? I am going to do this one that says I'm going to upgrade my headquarters. It's going to cost me all 5 of my source for this round. That stinks, but it gives me this really awesome ability that every time when we go to do the prep phase, I'm going to get 2 extra CP. So consider that upgraded. Okay.
Gonna need that.
Now back to you. Are you going to build anything else?
I'm done.
I'm not going to build anything else because I am broke. And so now we're going to dive back. Now we're going to go into the prep phase of the game. And the prep phase is where we get to spend command points. And so command points are basically in the first round, you get 5, then you get 7. It goes up. 5, 7, 9, 11 is how that progresses. And so each one of these chips, I'll kind of show you how this works. Each one of these chips is going to have a cost listed right here that tells you how much command points it takes to put that unit into play. And so that's what it's going to cost me to put this unit into play. For any of these other units that my faction happened to purchase, my special abilities, I got them for free, but I do have to pay command points or source as if it were command points. That might not make much sense yet, but we'll get into that. So, okay, so what we are currently doing is picking out what we want to do. I've got 2 extra command points, so I'm going to be going up to 7. You have to put out your leader. Everybody has, there are different types of units, and one of them is called a hero. And so I've got this guy, and on the first round, you have to put out the hero that is worth 0 or costs 0 command points. Later on, you could upgrade and do bigger and better ones. Like here's another one that I purchased that would cost me 5, things like that. But this is my only hero for the round, so it's a little intimidating to lose him. Okay, so we are just going to be purchasing our people. So this one's free. 3.
I'm trying to remember exactly what I do here.
So I'm going to show you how this works. It's a really neat mechanism. The way that Chip Theory has done this is basically you're going to be stacking up your units. And what's really cool about that is just how they move around the board. So here's my leader with an upgrade on him. And then here is his, this is like a piece of hardware. I forget what they call that, but this is just like equipment, I think. And then I've got 3 of my health chips because that's how powerful he is. He's got 3. He's going to do 1 damage and he can move up to 3 is how he's going to work. And then we keep going and see what else we want. So 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, let me show you this one. This one's really cool. So this guy right here is an anarchist. I hired him. He's going to cost me 1 command point because of my faction's ability. He has 3 health, but look at how much damage he does. He does 5 damage when he attacks. And but the catch to the anarchist is at the beginning of every turn, I have to roll a die. And if I roll a 5 or a 6, just like true anarchy, he's out of here. He's not listening to the man and he leaves me. So anyways, that's how that goes.
So we hope that's what you roll. Get rid of him. That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, it is a lot of damage, but that's okay. And so we're gonna see how this goes.
I think I'm good. I think I'm ready.
So the way that this is going to work is once we get all of our units out, then we are going to place them on our gates. My gate happens to be over here, and then Tara's gate is going to be actually on her fortress or her ship. And so now we are going to be moving across the board. So now we've prepped our units. If I wanted to, I could ask her what she has in what order they are, but I'm not going to do that because we're just going to, it doesn't matter right now. Maybe later it matters. I don't know. Okay, so we're going to dive into this. And now that we're done with the prep phase, now we go into the deployment phase where we're actually going to start, or it's called the Onslaught phase. And this is just battle. This is where it begins. So the Onslaught phase has 4 different parts to it. The first thing that we're going to do is we're all going to move. And so we will move all of our units first. Then we will do... what's next? Spires. If there are spires on the board, they will fire. And then we will explore locations on the board. And then we will attack each other. So basically, think about it. We're moving around. And then all these defensive spires that out here are going to attack us. If we're next to one of these fancy little chips on the board, if we're next to one of those, and we could explore it. And these have good and bad things. And so I don't want to show you what's underneath here. And so we'll have these are surprises. And so you have the option of revealing them if you want. And then we attack each other if we're in range. And so, Tara, I will let you go first.
Okay. So I get to go 3.
Now, there are a lot of rules to this game. On BGG, it's rated a 4.15 out of 5. And so it's on the heavier end, but honestly, the heaviness comes because each one of these units plays differently. So you have to relearn that every time. And then all of them this is like a player sheet of all the specific keywords that could be on these chips. And so it is unbelievable the amount of stuff, but it's not that complicated once you know how your faction works. And it honestly pushes you to want to do it over and over because then you get better and better, right? Okay. So you'll do all of your movement?
Oh, all of them.
Uh-huh.
Okay, sorry. And I've grouped these together, but I moved them all together, correct?
Yep. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Which is a cool ability, and I did it too. Or no, I didn't. I could have done it, but I didn't do it. You can group these guys together, and when the top chip is destroyed, then the new one is revealed, and then you stock it up with how many health it has and what it can do. So you could like run these people out onto the board, let them die, and then somebody new pops out. So that's cool. Okay, so I'm going to move. I'm going to stop talking, and I'm going to move 1, 2, and then this one's going to go 1, 2. And then this one, my leader has the flying ability, which means I can actually take him across different types of terrain. 1, 2, 3. There are terrain limits on what you can cross over. Everybody can cross over the path, but if you're going to cross over different terrains, then you have to have that symbol on your person. So, okay, right. If you have any questions, throw them in the comments. I would love to know. I'm only watching YouTube comments, though. So if you're on Facebook watching this, then I'm missing them all together. But if you're on YouTube and you're watching, I would love to know so that we could comment along with you. So good. Right. So now it's back to you.
Still movement? Or are we at a point where...
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, we totally missed that. Yeah, I should slow down here. So when you move, then spires fire, then you're allowed to explore. So if you wanted to, we'll kind of back up. You can explore that tile right there and see what's underneath it.
Don't know if I'm brave enough to do that quite yet.
There are like monsters under here, and if you reveal them and it has the keyword engage, then you have to flip it up. You
have to fight them, and that's not.
Otherwise, you can choose not to reveal what's underneath there and keep it a secret.
Okay, so I'm going to wait. So are you going to explore?
Yeah, I think I will. I do not know what's underneath here, so I'm going to take a look at it.
I'm not as brave as he is.
No, the reason you would want to look and take a chance is that these things, if you kill them, you can get rewards of source. And then not only that, but then it's going to reveal a location on the board where you could build a spire. And so for me, I might want to do that. I'm not going to reveal that one. I'm going to look at this one, and I am going to reveal that one. So let me show you what this one does here. This one is a recruitable character. So I could either destroy him and be able to take a relic card, or I could recruit this person, and now he becomes one of my minions. So why would I not want to do that this early in the game? So now this one is going to go right there, and I have to move him to the closest available path. 3, 4.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
That was a good one.
That was a great
That's a great one
to stumble upon. So, okay. And then that's it. So now it is your turn.
So
man.
movement.
Now we're back to movement.
Back to movement. Okay.
I'm going to try not to talk over you. So if you want to say something, just run through me and don't wait.
Okay. So 1, 2. I don't know what I've done with mine. So do I have to move?
The heroes do not have to move. You could choose to go from 0 up to the top of yours, and they don't have to move towards the path. There is a lot of automated movement in this game. This is kind of inspired by some MOBA games, Warcraft 3, basically, where you're having to move down these lanes, go these certain directions. So your heroes don't have to obey that, but all of the minions and the hired hands, they have to progress towards your target. Now, in a 2-player game, it's pretty obvious who our target is. But in a 3- and 4-player game, at the beginning of the round, you'd say, I'm coming after you. And then all of your units would go to try to fight them. And so if you can move with your minions, you have to move. They have to progress forward.
I think I'm just going to hang out for a second.
Okay. And you move that one?
I did.
Okay. Okay, so here we go. So I'm going to 1, 2, move that one forward. 1, 2, and then this one cannot go any other way. 1, 2, it has to go there. And I'm going to Lookout 3. My leader has an ability called Lookout 3. And because I'm not directly next to this, I'm okay to look and see what that is, even if it's an engage, because I'm not going to be right next to it. So, speaking of, here's that keyword I was talking about, engage. So this is a Traxar loner. I'll get 4 points if I kill it. It's going to have 4 health, can do 1, 2 movement, and it's an engage. So I had to reveal that one. So we're going to put it back out on the board over here. Oh, I totally forgot something else I'm going to do, but I'll do that next round, I guess. So range 2, this unit has 2 range. My militia ranger has 2, but I can't get to you because you're that. Air defense means I have to, this could fight things that have the flying ability. And that's the end of my turn. I can't do anything else.
Can't remember how I stacked mine.
Well, look at it. I don't care. I'm not going to look.
Can I look at it?
I mean, technically, I should be able to know.
Okay. That's awful. I've already forgot. I'm sitting here going, okay, what's my strategy? Okay.
Yeah, James, this the mat, this is actually a mat from Game Toppers, but it's the same kind of, this quality on these neoprene mats from Chip Theory is amazing. And I was talking to them in that interview, and I was telling them how even the game trays that come with this, I kept trying to take them apart because I thought that there were 2 in here. I've been trained with retail games, I guess, to expect everything to just be corners to be cut, and they did the opposite. Like, this is so thick, so nice. The chips are just, it's too cool. The quality is amazing.
Okay, so I can move him up to 2, so I'm going to move him here.
Okay. Oh. So go ahead.
And then 1, 2, 3.
So we do movements.
So I moved.
No spires can fire. You can explore if you want and see what that is.
Okay, that's before we attack, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, that is a fountain.
Oh, I cannot remember what fountains do, but thankfully we have our handy dandy. Once revealed, all adjacent units may recover 2 health at the start of each new round. Discard this landmark at the end of the current wave. So that's
if we're left out?
At the beginning of every round, then we would get 2 health could be healed up.
Okay.
That is awesome for me.
If we're staying next to it.
Yeah, if you stay next to adjacent to it. So.
Well, I shouldn't have revealed it.
You should have. So what do you have plans or something?
I mean, I don't know how this is going to work out, actually.
Okay, so now we have to fight because you are adjacent, and that sends you into fight mode. So the Swabbies have a 0 attack. We talked about this a little bit before. So you slap me for 0, and then I get to retaliate once for when I'm attacked. So this one does a retaliation of 1 hit. And that, my friend, is how combat is done in the game. So it's just as simple as how hard do you hit? Can they retaliate against me? And then you do that. There are dice in the game that you could roll, but that has to do with spires, and we'll get to that when they start firing off.
Okay. Did I mess up going up? Because should I have been going toward?
Because this is circular right there, you could have gone either way.
Okay.
Because the basic rule says that you have to use all of your movement and progress closer to the target. So that could technically mean you could go sideways as long as you were further along than when you started.
It's got to keep me in check on that. Kind of like
to
go my own way.
I looked it up like twice to the FAQ, but we got it now.
I'm the one that brought it up because I was thinking, hang on, I had like a clear path to go to you that way.
Yeah, but you kind of, this reason I picked this one, we did tons of setup before we started the stream, but one of the reasons I did this setup was because I knew you had one way in to that.
Anyway. Oh, that's true. I have to go that way.
Yeah, okay. You're right. But yeah, okay. Yeah. So this one can't do anything. So now it's my turn. So I have to use my movement. So same kind of thing. Like I'm going to have to go this way, even though it's not, I'm kind of stuck, but I'm going to have to use my movement. And then I'll go 2 with that one, 2 with that one. And this guy's going to stay there. Wait, let me back that up for we'll leave those there, but let's pretend I did what I can do at the beginning of my turn, which is called limited build. I forgot to talk about that. So building is actually taking place before all of the fighting happens, but in the middle of a wave, once you start the onslaught at the beginning of your turn, so technically before I did that, you can build twice. So 1 time per round. Up to 2 times in a wave. And so what you can do is pay the cost to do an upgrade. And so I'm going to build a spire right back here where I had an open spot. And wait, I can't do that yet. I don't have any source. I forgot. Well, let me kill you real quick.
Well,
and then I'll
did it out of order anyway.
Yeah, there you go. So we're going back. So, okay. So now I'm going to.
So you moved.
I moved.
There are no spires.
I could explore this. Why don't we do that just to see what it is? Okay, I'll go ahead and show that because maybe that would be good later on. Let me show that to everybody. This is a rift walk overboard. It's a gate port. So what happens is somewhere else on the board, there is going to be another one of these, hopefully, because these chips are randomized, but hopefully there's another one of these on the board, and then we'll be able to walk onto it and then teleport to another location. So that is right here now. So hopefully there's something somewhere over here that I could just kind of poof and move my way around. Okay, so now I've explored. There are no spires to fire yet, so now we are going to attack you. And I am going to...
I'm surrounded.
Yeah. I just remembered your powder monkeys. I hope that's not what's underneath there. I should have asked you. This guy is going to attack for 1, and you cannot retaliate because that killed your Swabby. So that goes back.
Okay, so, but on my Swabby, because I have the promotion side, it says if this unit is grouped, when it is defeated, the newly revealed unit may immediately move and attack. I mean, you've kind of surrounded me, so it hasn't gone as I can't move.
If you don't want to die, you could move around this way. Because you would be here.
The plan was
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah.
But
Did you say that promoted this one?
Yes. So
So now,
I'm sorry. No, it doesn't promote it. It just allows me to move and attack.
Allows you to
immediately
move and
attack you back.
That is pretty cool.
So I could attack that dude. I don't know what the black thing is underneath there. What is that? Are you grouped up too?
This one has. Oh, I shouldn't have
grouped.
showed you.
You're grouped.
Yeah, go ahead and kill him. Go for it.
This is getting worse.
Why don't you kill that guy?
My plan is backfiring. Okay, so I guess the question would be immediately move and attack.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but look. Oh, but mine is a range of 2, so I could move.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but you have a range of 2.
No, but if you move 2, you'd be out of that range.
Well, but
then you could attack me.
Oh, yeah. Okay, we'll do it that way.
I should not be helping you at all.
I'm still learning this.
If I lose, okay, so that's what you're going to do then. You're going to attack this guy, and then he takes 2 damage. So
I don't know if it was smart or not.
And I cannot retaliate. I don't know.
Can't get me back.
I don't know if I could retaliate. I can't remember how that works, but I can't get to you anyway, so that's over. So
yeah. I wish I had Powder Monkey at that moment.
If you would have had the Powder Monkey right there and it would have blown up.
Yeah, Powder Monkey.
Because I would have had to have attacked you, and then everybody would have gotten 1 or 2 damage, something like that.
Powder Monkey's coming out at some point.
Powder Monkey!
It's coming out.
Send in the Powder Monkey. Okay.
Okay, so that was an immediate action against you. So you still get to...
I can't do anything else.
Do anything
yeah, I can't do anything else. So because I have no one else adjacent to me to attack, you're too far away, and I think that one attacked anyway. So you're good. So that's the end of my turn. So now it's on to your turn.
For movement.
Yes. Wait. When I killed your Swabby, how many? I should have got source for that. 2 source for killing the Swabby.
And he is eliminated, right? Unless I bring him
You
back.
have to pay 2 source to bring him back. So her faction ability is really neat in that if the Swabby dies, somebody gets to be upgraded. That's how this faction does their upgrades. But she either has to decide right now to use her remaining 2 source to keep that Swabby, or it's eliminated from the game like a hero would be when they get killed.
I have 2. I'll do that. I'll pay to keep him.
Okay.
I'm going to keep him. Come back, little Swabby.
Holding on to the Swabby. Okay, so it's your turn now. So you get to do movement.
All right. All right, so I get to go 2.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I have to.
Yeah,
I have to go
use
the
your
full
movement.
2.
Could you hand me that rule book?
Oh, this is bad.
Sorry. I'll put that there just so I can.
Because, you're going to attack me. There's nothing I can do.
Yes, I am. I'm going to attack you.
I have to go this way, right?
Yep,
I can't try to get away from you.
No, because you don't have... Now, if you had different walking ability or something, which...
But you'll have to move.
Yeah.
You'll have to move. Okay.
I'm going for your gate. Don't worry about me.
Okay, so there I am. And
you're going to kill him. So my wounded priest over there did nothing.
1, 2. Okay. So I move, then you move, then we spire and explore?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, kind of just for you, build a spire on this source well. Okay. So now you explore. There's no exploring, no spires fire. So now you attack. So this guy.
Oh, I do everything?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So you will be attacking this one since you're next to him. You do 2 damage. I cannot attack you, so I am eliminated. And so this says that you can build a spire, but there's actually not. You could build no, you don't have influence over there yet. And there's nothing revealed. So I actually don't know how that works. I'm going to act like you don't get anything. I'm so sorry. I don't know what else to do, because you'd have to build a spire on an open location, and you can't do that. So because you don't have any influence over here yet, and you don't have influence here because you don't have anything here. The only tile that you can currently build on would be right here. No, the influence means that you have a spire on one of these locations, and then that means you would have influence in adjacent little islands, these things.
Okay. That's all right. I killed you anyway, so that's good. Okay.
Oh, did you?
Well, yeah.
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Okay.
So then Okay, and he can only attack one person. I can't attack again,
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, so I had moved this guy here. Can I explore?
Oh, yeah. You should have done that before you
Oh,
started
sorry.
attacking, but that's
We're
okay.
all out of order here.
Yeah, that's okay.
Oh, no. What does this mean?
If it has the word engage on it, you got to reveal it, but otherwise you don't have to.
Doesn't say.
It might be a little rift or a gate port. That would be another one of those, or it could be a hired recruitable person, or it could be somebody that you just get to fight. Oh, yeah.
Fair fight.
Okay, so that's somebody that you have to attack. He's just like a minion. But you don't have to reveal him if you don't want to, which I probably wouldn't, because you're only going to
show how he could attack me. So that's
he'll hit you back. Fair fight means he hits you back for
as
whatever.
much as I do. Oh yeah, that's no good. I can.
This is no good.
It's so bad. Okay, so I can keep it down.
Okay.
I don't have to reveal.
No, you don't. Yeah, because it doesn't say engage.
I'm failing.
No, you're not. Okay. You're doing good.
All right.
Okay. I've got to get some source so I can build something. Oh, wait, I do have one that is only cost 2. Okay, so at the top of my turn, I'm doing this in the right order now. I'm going to take a limited build action, use 2 source that I got from killing your Swabby, and I'm now going to build the first spire of the game. So let me show you how this works. So this is a spire, and it has cost me 2 source to build it. If somebody destroys it, they get 3 source in return. And then I've got, it's going to have 1 attack that it can do, and then 1 defense underneath it. In order to take this away, someone has to do at least 2 damage to me in one turn in order to do it. So, and then this spire can have 3 things underneath it. So it's only got 2 right now. And it has the special ability of poison, which, to be honest, I can't remember what poison means, but we will look. And poison means a successful attack or retaliation that would remove health from a unit, instead removes half of its existing health rounded down. So, yeah. So, and now I'm going to put that guy right out here.
That sounds awful.
And so now if she's coming down this road, once you get next to him, you got to get close to him. But once you get close to him, then I could start doing some damage to you.
You had to do that, right? When I was so close.
Yeah, I'm glad that that's going to happen. Okay, so beginning of my turn then, I am going to... what am I going to do here, peoples? I am going to... I don't want him to take 2 damage, so I'm going to leave him there. These guys have to move forward. So 1, 2. This one, 1, 2, you could say, to use all the movement. That's that. And so none of us used this fountain so far, right?
Well, that's what I was confused when you were saying at the beginning.
It said at the beginning of a round, it says, once revealed, an adjacent unit may recover 2 health at the start of each new round. Discard it later. So did you begin this turn over here? You did, right? But your health is 2 max anyway, so you can't go any higher than 2. So.
Okay, so you moved. Are you doing anything else? What about your spire?
Range 2. My spire can't get to you because I have to be adjacent. I'm not going to do any exploring. So instead, I'm going to fire. And this has a 2 range. So whoosh, does that. But you're going to get me back. And you're actually going to get close to killing me. But I do 1 damage to you. And then you retaliate with 2 against me. So now my little militia ranger is down to 1. I believe that's the end of the turn. So now your turn, you begin, and you get to move forward.
This is awful. You're going to kill me.
Am I going to kill you?
Well,
yes,
yeah.
I am.
Okay, so I have to go all my movement.
Yeah.
Oh, and you attack me before I can attack you.
Yeah, so on Onslaught Phase, you move, Spire's fire, so you have to choose whether or not you're going to move this one too. And then the Spire's going to fire. Spire's fire.
Okay. I am going to move him.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Oh. So you're going to take that one out.
Okay, so now I can attack because I'm not going to explore. Well, Spire.
Spires will fire. So this is going to do 1 hit on you. And that's so sad.
Took me out.
But that took you out. And that does, I get 3 source for that.
3 source.
There's your defeated foe.
Do I get to keep him though?
Yes. Swabbies are the only one that you don't get.
Could die. Okay.
And then heroes, you don't get to keep them.
Okay.
So now you
he
do
attacks
attack
me. Now I can attack, and I only get to attack you for 1. Which knocks you out anyway.
Takes me out.
So long.
And you get 2 source. 2 source for that.
I'll take it.
And so now we're getting close to the end of the first wave because the only minion that's left is this militia defender. And that's a pretty big deal because once he's gone, then that ends this round. And then we go into the next round and we're going to reveal an event card that could change everything. Okay, so I've got to move forward 2. I can't move forward anywhere else because you're in my way. So I'm kind of stuck there. Oh, I forgot.
Your air defense. You can't even attack me, can you?
Is that what that means? I think, no, I think air defense just means that if you are an air unit, I can attack flying things. Yeah. I can still attack you.
Oh.
The only way that I can attack something that says flying is if I have air defense on mine or flying on mine.
Okay, gotcha. Does
that make sense?
All right. Well,
okay, so I'm going to attack you for 2. And 2 that. And then you're going to retaliate against me for 1. And I wasn't going to do anything else. No exploring. Spires can't fire. None of that. So that's it. So now we're back to your turn. And you get to do movement.
Okay. Okay, so we're starting again. So is this where if you needed to heal?
I think it's at the start of the round. So
of a wave?
Of a round. So I think who went first? You did? I'm assuming that's how a round works. That you have a round, then I have a round would be both of us going. Okay. So you're right. Okay. Yeah. So that would be. Thanks for bringing that up.
Well, I'm sorry. I just. I mean.
But if just so you know, like this hero, if you attack me, he's going to retaliate and kill that hero, and it'll be gone from the game.
I've got to run.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I've got to get out of there. Oh, what should I do? Okay, so what about going back to my base? Can I take my hero back and get anything for that?
If you go back to your base, you will heal up, but then their hero would be taken out for the round.
For this round.
And then your base is going to end up having to take all the damage from this, and that would not be good. I'm just going to march my way over there.
Okay, I'm just going to get out of the way. There's nothing else I can do, so I'm just trying to get out of your way. Which didn't really help anything. It doesn't matter where I go. You can...
Yeah.
No, that's not true, because you can only move 2.
Mm-hmm. If you had, like, some kind of range on that one, that would be awesome.
Should I have just kept him in the way?
I can't get there anyway, so if you want to go get in the way, you could. Now, if you want to look at one of have you looked at any of these? Maybe some of these could help you. I don't know.
I have not. Okay, so let me try to just stay in your way.
Okay.
And then, so I could go ahead and explore, but Spire can't do anything. I'll explore. Oh, I'm scared. Oh. What is that?
Oh.
Is that
that's the portal.
Portal? Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, that's kind of good then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, you do have the swordsmanship ability on this one, so you could count me when I get next to you and do 2 damage to me if you wanted. So.
It's true. All right, so I'm done with what I can do.
Okay. So then I will move forward 2. This one's going to stay there, and then I'm going to do 2 damage to you. Which would take you out. And then I'm going to get 3 source for that. So I'm up to 6 now. And then I'm just going to move forward 2 and then 2 again.
You can move again?
Well, there's nobody to stop me. You don't have anything else on the board. So basically we're going to do, this is worst case scenario here, but like this one's going to go all the way and do damage to your base. And so, yeah, that's bad.
This game might be over really fast.
All right. But in the interest of keeping it interesting, we're just going to do, so take 2 damage to yours, and then you will take a damage back. And then
take 2.
Yeah. So I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. But basically, I did damage to her boat now, and then the boat or the fortress retaliates against me for 1. So I took a damage. Okay. And then now would be the new round. I'll do it again, 2 more damage. Yeah. So you're down to 6, and then that would kill this one off. So get 2 source for that.
That was bad.
Okay. So then there you go. There is Molten Meeple. I can't wait. Oh, it's great. This is cool. I love the new factions, the abilities that you can get with this. This is amazing. So, okay, end of the wave, right? So this is the end of this wave. And now we're going to go on to the beginning of the next wave. And so the reason it was the end of the wave is all the minions are off the board. I still have my hero over here. So heroes could still be out on the board, but otherwise, the wave ends. So end of a wave, it's the beginning of the new wave. And the way that this works is we're now going to draw an event card. I'll be the new first player for this round. And then Tara draws the event card, which says, Into the Woods, Onslaught Phase, Forest and Plain hexes are treated as path hexes this wave. So that's kind of cool. So now I'll show you here. So like this spot where I was all excited about you not being able to go through, well, now you have 2 paths that you could come down now instead. And so it just opens up a little bit more of the board, a little bit wider. So, okay. So now we come back to the beginning of the round. Now we're kind of resetting again. This is wave number 2, and we're going to take 7 source this time. So crank your source up to 7 more. That puts me at 13. And then, okay.
Market.
Now we go to the market phase. And so we have some new items here for the market. Do you hear my voice crack? Items here for the new market. And so we have Berry Brund that has the evasive trait, Yeasel, and combatant. And so I go first, and I'm going to try to get this combatant because that combatant has 6 health. That's pretty amazing. And I get them for free. So then now, Tara, it's your turn.
Oh, I think I am going to buy this dude.
Okay, let me show them what that is.
Okay.
Yeah, so this costs you 3 source, and Krug has the jump ability, which is pretty cool. At the end of his movement, he could jump 2 spaces away. That's a really cool one. So normally that would end the market phase, but because of my special ability, I'm going to take this one, and then I'm going to take an Earthscape just for fun, and then I'm going to take another Spire. So I got 2 new Spires this round and an Earthscape. So that's awesome. And now we go on to, we've done the market phase. Now we go to the build phase where back and forth, we can take turns doing upgrades to our buildings. And I'm pretty excited about this next one that I'm going to do. I'm going to go first. And I'm going to do this spatial research station. It cost me 3 source, so I'm down to 10. But this allows me, let me show you on the board, this allows me to build spires in an adjacent non-path space next to my waygate. So there's an ability that I have with Netherroot. When he upgrades, I could build a new waygate. I don't even think we talked about that, but I could build a new waygate out on the board. And then at the beginning of every round, you have to tell me which of my way gates are going to attack. So I know you think I'm making up rules. I promise I'm not. I'm not making up rules. Yes, yeah, Molten Meeple. We love Cloudspire. I knew all about chip theory games, and I knew that everybody loved Too Many Bones. And then, of course, Cloudspire came out. I think the same time that Untitled Blades came out last year, and so I saw these two big campaigns that were kind of going at the same time, and so I knew that this was going to be a great game, but I never got it. And so Chip Theory sent it to us to do this playthrough, and couldn't praise it more. It's just a lot of fun how all of this stuff works. Build phase? Are you going to build anything?
Yes, I am.
When are you going to build those cannons? You going to do anything with your cannons?
I'm about to build some cannons. I am.
Yeah. Cannons are fun in this one. Now,
do I start that or do you?
It's your turn. Yeah, okay. I already built. I did. I don't have to do that.
Okay. Yes, I'm going to build cannons.
Okay. So which cannons did you build? The 1 and the 2s? 1 and 2? Do
I have the option to build either one?
Yeah.
Because it's a level 1?
Yeah, see, all those are 1B, 1C. Typically in the game, when you go to do an upgrade, you have to go in order. So there will be like build level 1, then level 2, then level 3. But on hers, she has, and I've got one as well, 1A, 1B, 1C. You can build any of those in any order that you want.
Oh, let's see.
So she's got cannons. I don't know if you can see here, but cannons 1 and 2. So her first upgrade would let her fire down this line all the way. And then if she did 3 and 4, it would let her fire down this outside line. And the way that we set this up, I picked my way gate. And then, of course, she put her ship right across from mine. And so technically she could, if she fired from this cannon right here, well, it's not going to hit my way gate, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we're going with the outside cannons.
Okay.
Do I build again or build one? Then
yeah, it's my turn now. So I'm going to do an upgrade as well. I think another one, because I can't build any spires out there just yet. Oh, this goes away. Ooh.
It goes away. I didn't even get to use it.
And that means that I could build a spire there if I want. Why don't I do that? I've got some options on things I could build.
So this is stuck here, though. So that's never going to open up for me to build.
There might be a way for you to destroy it. I don't know. That's a good question. Can you destroy a rift or whatever that's called? Look and see what rift walk means and overload. Maybe there's a way that you could destroy those.
Rift walk.
Okay, I am going to build the Glade of Blades. The Glade of Blades. And this is a new chip. This is one from that you'll get in the the Kickstarter. Or maybe, I'm assuming. It's got 2 attack. So I'll put 2 attack underneath it and 1 range plus. So all of these spires get 1 range innate. There's 1 in it. And then for every range that you can put underneath it, then it's an extra range. And so that'll be that. And then now I'm going to put that right in the middle of the board. So come for me. Let's go. But that cost me 6. So I go down to 4. So that was a bad boy, but it took a whole lot for me to do that. Did you find anything out?
Can my cannons destroy your spire?
Yes, they can fire on spires. But they're going to hit what's in front of them first. So
that's not revealed, though.
That's true. Maybe that's how that works. Rift walk. And then what was the other thing? Overload. On your turn, if you have a unit adjacent to this landmark, you may spend... Okay. On your turn, you can get rid of it. You may spend 6 source to discard it and gain its reward, which would be building a spire. So if you're next to this, spend 6 source, it goes away, and you could build a spire for free.
Okay.
Which you might want to, because all I got to do is come over here and...
All right, I've built more cannons.
Okay. Awesome.
So
yep, that's pretty good. All right, where are we at now? So we're building. I think I'm going to hold on to the rest of my source That way I could maybe build a spire or something if it comes up during the round. So I'm passing. So if you'd like to build something else, you can. You're out of source, so you can't build anything else. Did you have a question?
Yeah, because this says to even have a cannonball, I would have to build that during the build phase.
Oh, to get cannonballs?
I guess so.
Oh, okay.
So
are you going to back that up?
That wouldn't exactly help me.
Well,
maybe
not.
Even shoot them right
Yeah,
now.
and maybe not this round, huh?
Okay, it's okay. I'll just wait.
You could go back and maybe not do your other cannon and instead buy cannonballs.
That's
to go
what I was wondering about.
Yeah, do that, and then at least you'll have something to shoot out of 1 and 2.
Well, you just got lucky because I had bought the other cannons first.
So that's how the cannonballs work in this game. Is during the build phase, you spend 2 source and you load a cannonball up. And then during the round, at the start or end of your turn, you fire the cannon, and then you tick this little dice down to show that you shot a cannonball, and then it's going to fire. And
okay.
Yeah. Okay. So good. Okay. So now we are just checking the things. We did the build phase. And then now we go to the prep phase, where we are going to now prep. This time you have 7 command points to use. And I have...
Oh my goodness, you've got so much stuff on the board.
I just have 2 spires and a hero.
Nothing.
5. Need 2 2s. Let's just do that guy. So now I'm going to have... I love that guy.
Is
1, 2,
3
3
considered a landmark?
No,
it's not. Is it?
No, landmarks are the white chips. So now we're in the prep phase. I am purchasing my units. I get 9 this time instead of 7 because of my headquarters upgrade. And so I'm going to spend 8 of my 9. And then I'm dropping them down onto my Waygate launch point right there. So that's good. What do you guys think so far? Do you like the factions, the differences? It might be subtle at first with this, but so far everybody that I've sent out in my faction has been, I used one of my faction chips to begin with, but then the rest have all been mercs that I got from the thing. So that's kind of cool. And then Tara's used some of the faction abilities already with the Swabby that went out. And she's got the cannonball thing going, which I'm sure she's going to launch at my spire here in a minute. So we're going to have some fun with that. Okay, so I will start the Onslaught phase then. In the Onslaught phase, I will do my movement first. So 2 movement on this one. And the event in place, don't forget, is that we can move into the woods. And then this flying one, since it can fly, it's going to jump over there and use that ability. 2 range, spires can't fire. I'm not going to explore anything. Actually, I can't remember what that is. This is, I'm going to look at it again. No, I do not want that. I want that Sourcewell spot bad, but okay, so then I can't attack anything, so now it's on to your turn.
All right, so I'll go 1, 2, 3.
Like how the mercs can go into the pool if you're not using that faction. Oh, yes.
Can I take my minion?
Yeah, anything.
Or do I have to
go straight? Question. I think as long as it takes you closer, we could count the steps, but surely that means you're closer. Because 1, 2, you would be here. Otherwise, you would be here. So yeah, I'm going to say
I
you
don't
can.
know. I mean,
We will see if that's true or not later on,
that
but
might
we're going to
not
do it right
be
now.
the smartest thing to do. Did you have another waygate somewhere?
No, that's the only waygate I have is this one. I
Okay.
want to put another waygate out, but we're not going to be there yet.
Okay, then I am going to 1, 2, which leaves me sitting there then, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
Because in essence, that's like a path space.
Right.
Okay. And then you're not moving your hero?
I did.
Oh, you did?
I had to
Okay.
get him. Mm-hmm.
Spire's fire. Are you going to shoot your cannon or anything?
I don't think.
She's holding on. Okay.
I mean, I don't know. I could. You do have something right in the line of fire. And so let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
We're firing a cannon.
We're firing a cannon.
Okay,
so this
so-
requires the dice. I have to roll the die.
Oh, yes. Okay, we're doing the thing.
We're doing the thing.
So this is as if a spire was firing. So
Let's hope for a 2. And not
Yes.
a nothing.
mm-hmm.
Okay.
Cannonball fire, 1.
1.
So it flies across here,
So damage done.
and I cannot stop that. So
And then I have to take this down to 1 because I used a cannonball.
yeah, there you go.
All right.
Okay. So now you're done with all of your stuff, and now I move flying 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm going to explore this. That's right. Whew, that's a really cool ability. I'm going to reveal it and try to take this thing out. I'm going to take my chances. So I just revealed a Grail Wolf. So the Grail Wolf has 5 health, which is a ton, but he's got a relentless ability. So I'm banking on this one not rolling well. But if I kill the Relentless Wolf, then I get 2 source, and I get to build a spire for free right here, which I like the idea of that because it's right out here, just more in the open. So we're going to try it. We're going to see what happens. So that's the end of my exploration. I've done all that. So now spires fire against enemy units. This would not work for that. So this is going to attack for 2. And then now the Grail Wolves are going to relentlessly attack me. So do you want to do the honor and see how bad?
Is that the right? Is it just 1 die?
Yep. Yeah, 1 die. And then you're going to roll until you get a blank or a 2. That's what relentless
I
means.
think we need 2 dice.
No, we don't. 1 hit. 2 hits. This is not good.
Let's
Come on,
keep 'em
blank.
Going.
4. Oh,
Are you gone?
I think I'm gone.
He's
Yes.
gone.
What was I thinking? I don't know what I was thinking.
You let me roll the die.
Okay, so
Perfect.
but I took 2 shots at that
I'm
one.
so glad you did that.
And then now I'm going to use this one right here to attack from 2 away to get it down to 1.
Sorry.
And it can't retaliate because it doesn't have range. So that's the end of that one.
I got too excited and it didn't affect me at all.
Well, it does affect you. That's
well,
like
I mean, this is
killing
true.
off somebody you don't have to.
That's
Thank you,
true.
Grail Wolves. Doing your job.
All right.
So now you
What
do
to do?
movement.
What to do? Okay. Well,
You're going to get beat up on my
I know.
My
This is
spire there.
terrible. Absolutely terrible. There's nothing I can do. I've just got to go 2. And then I can't do anything.
Mm-mm. Are you
I'm
going to
really-
explore
I mean,
anything? No.
Like,
Okay, so then
awful.
this is going to fire on you, and it's
And
going
I
to
haven't
do
moved him.
2 damage. Or is there anything else you're doing?
I'm gonna get him out of the way, I think.
Okay.
Okay.
So this one fires, does 2 damage on your Swabby, and kills the swabby. So I get 1 source for that. I'm up to 5.
So it lets me immediately
upgrade your powder monkey, huh?
But no, not upgrade. It lets me immediately move and attack. But this is not going the way this is terrible. It doesn't let me upgrade.
Oh, it doesn't?
This one says when defeated, a newly revealed unit may immediately move and attack.
Well, you could move 2 here.
Still move
and attack.
Yes, because I've got detonate. So I'll immediately move. And then what does my detonate do?
Oh, it's only 2 health.
When this unit is... Oh, it's when it's defeated.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Yep, okay.
Okay.
So... But I can still attack.
Yes, you may. And then that's not even...
So... And that's because you defeated my swabby.
Mm-hmm. So you're going to be able to go like twice here.
So...
Because we still haven't made it to the attack phase of your turn.
So what should I attack? Can I attack your spire? What would be the best thing to attack? Or your...
What I would do is attack... I don't know. If you're trying to detonate that thing right there, you need to get 2 things of damage. If you attack this, it's going to knock off one of these. That's a really good thing to do, but it's not going to retaliate.
Yeah, let's just attack this one.
Okay.
And then...
And so now you do your regular turn.
Okay, so I had already moved, so now I'm just... attacking again.
So you did moves. The spire fought you, killed you,
Yes.
caused movement and a retaliation,
Right.
or not just an attack. And now it would be the normal attack phase of it.
Clear as mud.
No,
Okay.
I think that's how it works.
Yeah. So now I get to it because everything I just did was just because of something that was on my swabby.
Mm-hmm.
So now I get to do my normal movement, which is attack you for 2, which
would
knocks
be
you
gone.
out and gives me 3 source or 5?
3 source.
3 source.
Yeah, 3 source.
That's great because I need that source. Okay.
All right. And then that's the end of your turn.
That's the end of mine.
And I do not have any more mercs on the board. So all that I can do is I'm in Campfire Mode now. Right? Isn't that how Campfire Mode works? I think Campfire Mode says when I'm out, when a faction does not have, at the end of a turn in which only one faction has units in play, that faction's heroes go into Campfire Mode. So you are in Campfire Mode, not me. So your unit, this guy can't move anymore. It's as if he's not there, but this one will continue to move.
So you can still move your other guys?
Mm-hmm.
But I can't.
1, 2. No, I got to get away from you. No. I do not want that powder monkey to take out my Netorut. I just want to say, though, about the names in this game, like sometimes you play board games and whoever comes up with the names for things is like convinced that that name makes sense. But this game, they actually all sound like legitimate fantasy names. Like sometimes fantasy names are like just so hard to pronounce, so weird, but all of these just make sense. Like the Traxar, whatever that is, Traxar Loner, like that's a different enough name, but it sounds, and if there's some kind of fantasy lore that I don't know about, then I'm not into that world at all. But for me, just reading it, it all makes sense. And Netorut sounds cool.
Okay. So I have to move, right? So I will move my 2.
Oh, that's going to work out good for you. You're going to do some damage to me. So now exploring, nothing to explore. Spires will fire. So this guy's going to hit you for 1. And now you could retaliate, or not retaliate, but just take your regular turn.
This is terrible. This is not okay. So what do I do then? Do I go on top of your waygate?
I think it's just adjacent to it. So really all that you would move is right here, which would be great for you.
Instead of the 2 full movements. Okay.
And so now you're going to take your attack. Or wait, no, you were here, right?
Mm-hmm. That's what I was saying. I have to move 2. So do I go on top of the waygate or how do I do that?
No, you would just go right there because you would do your movement because you're adjacent to the gate. So you're going to do the firing.
So I moved.
This is going to fire on you again and take you out.
Okay.
So what does detonate do?
So then detonate.
As she says, she's like, this worked out perfectly.
When this unit is defeated,
Which it was.
all units, spires, and fortress gates adjacent to this unit take 2 damage.
Oh.
Then adjacent spires take an additional 1 damage.
So you took this out. So this one, in order to get rid of this chip, you have to hit it with a 2. So you did that. And then you take another damage. And then that took that whole thing out. So now you're going to get 3 victory points. Or not victory.
3 source.
3 source.
And then how far do you go down to?
And then you said it does another damage?
But I mean...
Oh, spires take an
additional. Did you already take 2 down?
Yeah, I was at 10 and I went down to 8.
Oh, I didn't get the pleasure of watching you take that down.
Here.
I'm just kidding.
Just watching slow motion if you want.
I love that. Perfect. Yeah, I like the detonate. That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
That's
and you
the
get that
powder
back.
monkey. I like the powder monkey.
Powder monkey's nice.
He's
and I like the way that you did it. Didn't you have it up underneath something?
I got 3 source, right?
Uh-huh.
You told me 3?
Yes, 3 for that spire that you blew up.
Okay. Yay.
Okay.
That was great.
End of the wave. Wave 2. We are going into the 3rd wave of the game. So you'll be first player this time. And then if you would like to draw us a new
event card,
we will. This said, this is the Feast or Famine one. So this one, this is not good. Basically, this says that we are going to, on this turn, you can take your income like normal and get 3 extra. That would be Feast. But then on the next wave, you get 0. Or the opposite. You could take 0 now, and on the next wave, get your regular source plus 3. I don't know if I said source or CP, but this is source. It's talking about source.
So wait a second. So if we feast now,
mm-hmm.
we don't get
source next time. Or if you take nothing now.
But each wave, the source goes up that
mm-hmm.
you get. So.
And unless you have an upgrade, you're going to max out at 20 anyways. So I've got like no source this round. I've got 5 source. So I've got to build a spire. I think I'm doing feast this round. But it goes in turn order, so you have to tell me what you're doing first, ma'am.
I never build spires. What's wrong
You
with
really
me?
should, because I
don't know where to do that at.
You've got to clear some spots. You need to get rid of one of these.
Well, I'm not paying 6 source to get rid of something.
Well, then whatever's under there that you haven't showed me yet.
I want my sword.
Kill it, and then take your feast this time. You get 3 extra, so it's only like you're using 3 to get rid of that. And then build a spire on it with one of your limited build actions.
Oh my. Are you taking the...
You have to tell me first.
Oh, man.
I'm probably going to take it.
How much is it this time?
It would be 10.
7? 10?
No, 13. 12. I can't count. 3 plus 9 is 12. You'll get 12 this round. Or next round, you could get 14. So stick with your measly 6 this time. Don't do it. And then next round, pummel me. But I'm coming for you, just so you know.
What do I want to do is the question.
Hope everybody's doing all right during the quarantine time of life while my wife decides.
This is so bad.
Is it? No, take your time. Take your time. We're only on hour and 14 minutes here. Take your time. No.
I don't know what to do. Okay.
Feast or famine.
And you won't tell me what you're going to do.
I told you I'm going to take it this round.
The thought of getting nothing the next round is terrible.
Just whatever you're going to build or do this round, you better do it now if you're going to do it. Because the last round, I don't know. That's a gamble because you're talking about the last round of the game, and you're going to have a ton of CP on the last round.
Okay, so what do I get right now if I just keep it now?
0.
No, if I feast right now.
Oh, you feast, you'll get 12.
All right, I'll take it.
So you're up to 18 points.
I don't know if that was smart or not.
I'm going to take it 2 just so we're all on the same page.
Really?
So 17. What?
You're just going to...
Well, then next round, I know
nice.
you got nothing. I got nothing. We're all broke. We both got no monies next time.
All right.
Okay, so now we go from the source phase to the market phase where
now
you can
what
get
am I
something.
going to do?
Would you like to purchase something?
So much to do.
That's a good thing.
This is so exciting. Okay.
If anything that we're talking about or doing, if I'm not explaining it well enough, just throw a comment down in there, and I'd love to interact with you and talk to you about it, because I know that we're moving kind of fast through this. So if you're curious about specific rules or how things work out, I'm not saying that I'm a resource on it, but I will say that I have watched hours of YouTube how to play videos and scoured the FAQs and all that kind of stuff. And so, but there's a lot of good material out there on this. Shannon with Chip Theory does an amazing job teaching you how to play the game through her video. It's great. John Gets Games does an amazing job of teaching how to play the game. And then there's another guy, I forget his name, but he does like a 2-hour long thing. And I put that puppy on like 1.5% or times and just scrolled through and scrubbed it. And so anyways.
I bought some more cannons.
Bought some more cannons.
Yes.
Okay. Our dog is in the room begging for attention.
She might need.
I am going to do this. I'm going to do the headquarters number 2. Cost me 5, so I'm down to 12. But now I'm going to be able to have 3 heroes out on the board at a time. And you know I'm going to do that. Your turn.
Okay. There's so much. All right. I'm going to buy another cannonball.
The heavy breathing is our dog. It's not
my dog.
I told you to lock her up.
She might need to go outside.
Okay. So, what did you do? You bought something else? You loaded your cannons up? This is not good. What else would I like to do? I'm going to build a spire because I got to do that. I'm going to replace what you blew up last time. Thank you, man.
We're on wave 2 or 3.
3.
And there's one more wave?
Yeah, 4 max. Now, that is kind of a cool point. You can choose to have a long or a short game. If you want to play all the 4 waves, you could do that. If you don't want to, you don't have to. You just choose how long of a game you want, 1, 2, 3, or 4, or 1. I don't know if you play a 1 wave game, but up to 4. This game also has co-op things. I don't have it because it's over there, but it's a huge 3-ring, nice plastic binder, which that's another cool thing that they do. All of this stuff, that's plastic. This is plastic. The cards,
awesome.
So you don't need sleeves. If you're a sleever, you don't even have to have them because these cards are going to last forever. And there's co-op mode, solo mode, which is one big thing that Chip Theory Games is huge on, that they want to make sure that their games play great solo. And I've actually played this game with my 9-year-old son, and he goes crazy over it. And so we are going to try the campaign modes, the co-op modes for this. I think it's just going to be awesome. So, okay.
Okay. Can I keep buying?
I'm
still buying. I've got a lot of stores.
What did I? Yes, your turn. I'm sorry, because I built a spire. You do your things, because I'm just talking.
I feasted. All right.
Ooh, I forgot.
I am getting my cannons ready.
Getting the cannons going, so I better prepare. What else can I do with cool upgrades? So I can do the spatial research. Oh, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to spend 5 more, so I'm 12. If I can do math, I'm down to 7. and I'm doing the second upgrade to my spatial research station that says my way gates now do 2 damage when they retaliate instead of 1. So if some way, somehow she makes it past the glade of blades and the slingshot and she starts attacking my way gate, I'm going to do 2 damage now instead of 1.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I think that's all I'm going to do. I think I'm going to end up passing. These guys have this cool thing. I haven't used it, but they've got this cool ability where there's a die that you can buy. And then at the beginning of every round, you point and you say, okay, hero. And then you roll the die. And if you got it, if it rolled a hero, then you would get CP to use when you're launching people out. So you don't get the token. I get those for free anyways, but this would give you more command points to be able to send out more units. And I should have been doing that. That would actually be a fun die to use at the beginning. Maybe get this upgrade first and then the whole round. Maybe do that with your headquarters. So you're getting 2 extra CP plus that. You could be loading up the board with all kinds of stuff.
Okay. Are you done buying?
Yes, I'm done.
Oh, okay. I'm going to I'm going to take this all the way up to 5.
She is going to lay waste to me. Okay. Are you done buying, ma'am?
I'm done. I'll stop. I'll stop.
Okay. So now
Okay.
we are done with the buy phase, the building phase. I'm sorry. Yeah. She's going to take the dog out for a second. So this will be our mid video commercial for you to talk about some other cool stuff that you could do. We haven't done this yet, and I kind of hope that she forgets about this, but once per game, her unit, her faction could pull the plank and then move her ship to one of the 3. I'll show you what she could do. So she could literally pull this out, and then she could go to one of the 3 adjacent isles. So she could go anywhere around here as long as it touches on all 3 sides and there's a way to get to the path. So she could, like, let's say if my way gate was someplace different, you know, she could move it over. She could actually move it over here, I think.
Are you cheating?
No, I'm just telling them what you could do. I think you could put it here, and then she would have a launch bay to my thing. But the catch to that is she would have to send all of her source down to 0. But since she spent it all, that might not be a bad thing.
What he doesn't know is I didn't spend it all.
Well, you got 2 left.
I saved a little bit.
For a swabby or something? Okay. So now we are at the prep phase. So we are going to build our units. And this is the 3rd wave. So we have 9 CP to use. I have 11 because, you know,
okay.
My faction is amazing. And I can put out 3 heroes now if I wanted. Man, I think I totally skipped my optional buy phase where I could have gotten extra units. Because I'm down to like nothing here. That's okay. Two, 4, that's 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. I only have 11. 4, 7, 11. We're going to do that. Boop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do that. Put him on top of him. And then this. Gonna go like that. Got my stack. So we are currently trying to prepare for this wave, this next wave. And so I put out a bunch in my large stack here. And I do have a unit grouped, Tara.
So what does that cost me? CP.
You already bought him, so he's free too.
It's free.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Whoa, what are you doing over there?
That's what I'm trying to make sure I'm not cheating. So 7, 8, 9, right?
Yeah.
Free.
Free.
Okay.
7.
Turn away. Turn away.
Put them in. Go and stack them up.
I'm working.
She's got cannons going. She's got like
trying.
17 men that I'm going to have to destroy. It's okay.
Oh my. Okay.
I've got to use this source to put out a... I forget. I got to read up on my person.
Don't know.
I'm putting out another Waygate. Oh, what's his ability called? Oh, I've got to upgrade him first. And then he gets build Waygate ability.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm so slow. I don't know how to. Okay. I think that's right. Is that right?
I don't know.
I think so. Okay.
I do not know.
Okay.
So you go first. So you launch your people out there.
All right. So 2, 3, 1, 2. What if I can't get them all out? Jump go there.
Just checking comments to see there.
I can't get them all out.
Okay. Your glider has
I did
flying,
that
so
right.
it can go over water.
Oh, it can. Yeah.
And then you're out of range of me, so that's good.
Okay.
Okay. So now
I moved.
explored. Oh, I see you over there. Spires cannot fire against you, so then that's the end of your turn. So
What range is that?
it's a 2. He's got a 1 range in 8, and then he has 1 other chip underneath him, so that means he's a 2. So he can get out to like that.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna go. So 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2. Oh wait, I can't do that. He's got to be here. Why don't we do this then? Since he's there, I'm gonna explore and reveal this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then he's going to attack him. He's got the Relentless ability. So I'm going to roll a die and keep going until I miss or get 2 hits. 1. Come on, baby. 2. Come on, baby. 3, 4. Haha, look at that. That's actually not what I wanted to happen. I wanted him to upgrade, but that's okay. So I defeated him, and I get 4 source for doing that. So I'm up to 11. And then now it is your turn, ma'am. This guy is a hired mark, so he can't upgrade for killing something.
Okay, so I'm just moving, right?
I got to remember next round to do my extra buy stuff, because I should have had like twice as many of these units and stuff. What does toxic secretion mean? We might have missed a keyword.
So flying lets me just go over anything except water, or I can go over water.
Oh, you can go over anything, yeah, when you fly.
But I have to keep going straight toward your gate.
And you can't fly over spires, but everything else you can fly over.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mm-hmm.
Or 1, 2, 3, 4. Would that attack me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get attacked no matter where I'm at on that one.
Well, keep in mind, I'm going to move. So this guy is going to attack you because he has 2, and he's going to do 2 damage to you. And I don't know if there's a way you can avoid that.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm not real sure what I'm doing right now.
No, it's all right.
Like, no idea.
That's all right, my dear.
No, I can't. I'm going to move him here. Move him to...
Forgot about this. I'm totally doing escape this time. Earthscape.
I can move 1. Then I might explore. But Spire would have to fire on me first, right?
Okay. So now, are you going to explore?
I thought the Spire does first.
Yes, you're exactly right. So this is going to fire, do 2 damage on you, and takes you out. So I'm going to get 1 source for that. That goes back. And now what happens?
Oh, I had it on the wrong side. I think. Anyway. What do I have?
You now have a Swabby that has 2 health underneath it. So now you get to explore and then attack if you can. Oh, I shouldn't be looking. Don't tell anybody.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if he's like that, there's nothing on him though. Does he have to be attacked right now?
If you're next to him, because those are heroes, it's optional. If they were minions, they would have to attack him.
Okay. But he attacks back, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he would definitely attack back too. But he's only going to do that 1 time. So if you could hit him, if you use the swordsmanship ability, that would mean you'd hit him for 3, and then this one could finish him off for 2. But this one would take 2 of the damage. So that's kind of a cool way to do it.
Can they both do that though? Because I've only got 1 target.
Oh yeah. They just you can only attack once per unit. So he couldn't attack twice, but these both can attack once.
Okay. Because that would be 6 source.
That's a lot.
Which would be pretty amazing. Since I'm going to be in famine.
You're only going to take 2. Yeah, you're only going to take 2 damage.
Okay, so if I use my swordsmanship, that lets me...
For every adjacent enemy, you're going to get 1 additional attack. So this is 2. So then this would be
so that would take
1, 2, 3 off of there. And then he would retaliate and hit you for 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then this one could attack for 2, and it's gone.
So, and it did, and then he didn't get. Okay, and then I get the 6.
Yeah.
Takes me
6.
To 8. Okay.
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 All right. And then now, what is next? Now it's my turn. And that's a bummer. I can't get. I can go 1, 2, 3. No, I can't. It would have to go there. It's a bummer. 1, 2, but this does have a range, so I'm good there. Wait, before I do that, I'm going to build a spire there, I think. Yeah. I'm going to build a little babble right there for 6. So that takes me down to 6. And then I'm going to do my movements. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. And now I'm not going to explore. No spires can hit me. So now I'm going to attack with this one. This is 2 damage, or 1 damage for that. You can't attack me back because I'm out of range. So then there you go.
So you've already attacked?
Mm-hmm. So now it's your turn. You do your movement first.
Is anybody still with us?
Mm-hmm. Yep, we got the faithfuls.
Okay. So when I fire from my cannon, if I'm in the way, does it hit me?
Yep.
Are you serious?
Friendly targets.
Well, that's not good.
So you just have to, but you can shoot at the beginning or the end of your turn. So move them, do your things, and then, you know.
Wow, but I have to keep going toward you, so I can't really get out of the way. Wow. All right. All right, so he has to go 2. I need to get him out of the way.
Good fire on that spire right there. Because that spire is going to be hitting hard for a while.
I'm sorry, I just really don't know what I need to do right now. Because I almost feel like I just want to keep these people hidden. Like I don't want to do anything with them.
Well, I'll just give you a little friendly advice. This guy right here is a formidable foe. He can move 3 spaces every turn. He's got 5 health. He's relentless, and he's grouped with someone else.
Which means you're about to demolish me, and that's fine.
Unless you come for me. I'm just telling you, you can't be passive against that guy, because if he gets up there to your gate, he's gonna do some work.
All right, so I've also got to move him, but I can't move him.
You would have to move him that way. Because you have to use your movement.
This is just terrible. Okay. All right.
I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not. So
I don't know what to do. I feel completely lost right now. I don't know what to do.
Well, you gotta, I mean, if the game keeps going and we make it to the end, it's all about how strong our fortresses are. So could you make a beeline with 3 to try to get over here and try to do some damage, or, you know, what? You've got a lot of units out there, though. So if you, like, swarmed me, you could do, like if you swarmed up around somebody, you could do a ton of damage to them. So.
Okay, so I'm going to stop right there.
Okay, so spires fire. So.
This is awful.
There are 2 units here, so I get to choose which one of them I want to attack. So I'm going to do this one instead of that one because I don't want that powder monkey to blow up. So I do 2 damage on that, and then I get rid of your swabby, which means that this guy would upgrade. And are you going to keep that one? Because it costs you $2 to keep that.
No, not at this point in the game. Sorry.
You're out of here, Swabby. And then does that give you the ability to do something else?
No.
Wow, range 3.
No, I don't know why.
Oh, you don't upgrade them? That's the ability on the Swabby is lets you.
The ability on the Swabby was that I get to automatically attack.
Oh, was it not?
Move and attack.
Okay.
It's not upgrade. I had it on the wrong thing. So I could move and attack, but I can't move.
Oh, okay. So you could just attack then?
So we'll attack this one.
Okay.
2.
2. He retaliates and does 1.
Okay. And all that happened because your Spire had already gone.
Yeah.
So
now you're taking your actual attack phase.
Turn. Okay, so we'll just finish that one off. Right.
Okay. And you get 2 source.
2.
And then that allows this to be upgraded because you finished him off. That's pretty good. Now this has a range of 3.
So now this guy can... But what I was worried about was...
Ooh, wait, you get another hit. Because this guy has a range of 3. So this would have been a range of that. So sorry, you lose another hit point.
What I'm worried about is my detonate.
Oh, like where it's going to detonate?
Like it still would take out my other person.
Oh, yeah.
But then all of my minions would be gone.
That would end the wave then.
You still have a minion.
Oh, yeah, sorry. The dog is back.
So if I attack... If detonate attacks the it has to attack, doesn't it? It has to attack.
What now?
Don't I have to attack no matter what when I'm next to you?
Yeah, I think you do.
So,
but spires don't retaliate, so you're not going to get hit back. So like this one would do 2 damage, which would take 1. Or no, you already fought.
Used that one.
So this one. So take 2, and it would do that.
Okay.
That's it.
That's it.
Okay. All right, my turn. One, 2, 3.
Hang on, did I defeat one of yours?
This one right here?
I just defeated one, right?
Mm-hmm.
I get to take that up too.
Oh, your morale?
Mm-hmm. It's tough, isn't it? It's kind of tough.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. Well, I don't want to use my Netarut guy over there, so I think I'm going to end. There are no spires around me. I can't explore. I can't attack.
I keep forgetting to shoot my cannons.
So it's your turn. Well, it's the start of your turn, so you now can shoot a cannon if you'd like.
Figure out who's where, what's where. Let's see.
So you could hit my leader, my hero right there. You could hit my Omen Rider right there.
Okay, give me a die.
I don't want to, but there you go.
Okay, so I'm going to take this down. I'm going to fire. I've just got to decide which one I want to fire.
Where are you going to fire?
I'm going to fire from this cannon.
Okay. So you're going to be hitting this guy. My Omen Rider. Come on, Omen Rider. Hang on, bro. 1.
I mean, that doesn't do a whole lot. I need like a 4.
Yeah. I mean, and he is really close, so maybe it just hit him in the side or something. It didn't with full force. So okay, so now it's your turn.
Okay.
Forgot to fire that one last time, so you're lucky. I'm killing everything this time. I got 3 spires right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're coming for you.
All right, I'm gonna do 1. I get to jump 2.
Okay.
Um.
Why don't they just tell you his movement is 3 then?
I know. Yeah.
It's a weird. I wonder. Jump. Is that a new ability? I wonder if we're reading it wrong or something. Yeah, that's a new chip. Jump. After moving this unit, you may place this unit on a valid hex up to 2 hexes away.
Goes 1, 2.
Oh, okay. So he could jump over a mountain or something. Jump over a terrain he couldn't get to.
And this one has to go 2, and I have no other option.
But to go there.
Okay, so spires.
All of the spires.
Oh, and I
fires.
didn't.
Oh, you're gonna move that one
Do I
too.
want to?
What do you do? Yeah, Mark, I don't know if your son loves too many bones, then I think this is a win, because same company, same quality components, and then the back and forth gameplay on this is just really cool. And he keeps getting excited. My son does, because he keeps thinking of combos that he could do. And once he learns how to do something, then we come back. And the event deck keeps it fresh, because you never know what's going to come out. So yeah, it's a winner.
Yeah, our 9-year-old's way better at this than I am. I told Jimmy maybe he should do the live stream.
He kept begging tonight. He's like, please, can I be on the live stream? I'm like,
he
no.
thinks like this, and
he's also very competitive, so
Yes,
he's totally into this style of game. Okay, spires are going to fire. So I'm going to use this one to, let's try to do this in the right order. Which spires do I want to hit what? We'll do this one. We'll attack this one, and for 1, and it's going to knock it out. So I'm going to get 2 source for that. So I'm up to 8. This one can fire. Let's do this one, because it's 2, and it'll just take it out in 1 shot. So then the powder monkey is gone and does detonate, which does what? I think
2 damage.
+1, right? 2 damage, and then 1 more to the spire.
2 damage, and then an additional 2 spires.
So you blew up my glade of blades. So there's no more glades full of blades. So you get 3 source for that. So that worked out good. I mean, you cleared the middle path. And then if you could fire a cannonball again, I guess it's the end of your turn, or is it once per turn?
The beginning or the end.
Oh, okay, or the end. Okay. So then it's my turn.
Start or end, yeah.
So I cannot move at all with him. I'm not going to move with that guy. What upgrade did he have underneath him? Oh, he can fly. Yeah, I'm not going to move at all, so I'm just going to attack. So I'm going to use my Omen Rider with the Relentless ability to attack your Krub.
0.
1. Here we go.
0.
1 hit. Yes. So you do 1. I do 1 damage to you, and then you do 2 damage back to me. And that's the end of my turn. So it's your turn.
Okay, so since I have no more minions on the board, I can still use my captain or my heroes. Because if not, then I messed up trying to get so close to you. I mean,
Well, no, that's actually good, because I can't get past you. So you're going to take out some damage. Yeah, basically you go into campfire mode which
That's terrible.
I can't remember how. At the end of turn in which only one faction has units in play, that faction's. No, it's me. I'm the one that can't use mine because I'm the one that has factions, units still in play.
Okay, so I can.
Yeah, you still attack like normal.
Okay.
And you don't have to move because those are heroes.
Okay. So. So I'm going to use my swordsmanship then, but that's only a 1.
So you would get 2 hits on me.
I wouldn't get 2 hits. I don't know what's underneath you.
Well, you decide. I'm not helping you here. You wouldn't get the source for that. So instead, I'd use that one. Because then you would get 4 source for doing that.
But you've still got something underneath, so I'm not going to take you out yet, is what I'm thinking.
No, you won't. But then you could attack with him next.
But I won't get source with him.
Right.
So, okay, so I want to use him and attack for 2.
So you won't get the source.
But I'm not going to kill you here because you've got another thing underneath.
No, but this guy still gets killed and goes away.
Oh, see, sorry.
So if you attacked with 2 on that one,
gotcha.
Then this guy would go away.
And I get
you get the 4 source, and then the new one is revealed.
Okay.
Which is a combatant. Is that really what it says? Combatant. Yeah, I'm just a combatant. 6, but I have 6 in fair fight, baby. So now, if you do swordsmanship, I'll hit you for 2 back.
Okay.
And who killed me, by the way? Because whoever killed me gets an upgrade. That guy? Oh, Krub is a hired hand, so he doesn't get an upgrade.
Okay, so I'm going to do this one then.
Yeah, that's... Or no, that's the end of the turn, right?
But
didn't you use both of them?
No, I haven't used both of them. Which one did I use?
You used this one so that you
I
get
got the
it.
sword,
So now
so
that
I can use him. So 2.
And swordsmanship.
Yes. And then you're doing it. Attack
I do
me
2
back.
Because
then I'm
it's fair
still in
fight.
it.
Yeah.
And now, so that's all I can do as far as attack, but it's the end of my turn, so I'm gonna.
You're gonna fire on me?
You.
Hopefully it's a miss. Right? Complete miss here. Ah!
Unbelievable.
Thanks for participating today.
That was a waste of my cannon.
Sometimes it happens, you know. You got to train your people better. Okay, so beginning of the new round. So then I'm going to go. I can't go at all. So I'm going to do a fair fight against you and take out your Krub for 2. See, if you had Spires here, you'd be able to knock this guy out faster.
I never.
How much was
Spires.
Krub? 2.
I don't.
2 source. All right. And then now that's it. So now it's your turn.
I'm kind of in a bad spot now, aren't I? Because it's like, do I want to waste my guys that are out there to keep trying to kill you right now?
Well, it's either he takes the damage or your gate takes the damage.
And my boat's in bad shape.
Your boat's at a 6. You're at a 6. I'm coming for you.
Ugh, this is so bad.
Is it?
Okay, so I'll bring him over.
Oh, I forgot you could do that.
2. Block you again.
There you go. Well, you can kill me right now.
And then both of them can fight you.
One of them's going to die.
A fair fight.
So again, if you did swordsmanship with him or swordsmanship with him, whichever, just one of them is going to die, but you'll take him out completely.
Okay.
And you'll live to fight one more wave.
All right, well, let's start with him. So he hits you for 2. And you hit back and take him out.
Which was
you
what?
Get 3. And then we're going to do the 2 so that I can get the source.
Yeah. And how much you
out.
get?
2.
2. And then he upgrades because you defeated him.
Not too bad.
So now you have swordsmanship and relentless. So that's pretty cool. End of the wave, people. We made it.
Woo!
Wave number 4. We're going into it now. So we start over. This is the famine round. No source.
Good thing I'm almost up to 20.
And then draw a new thing, and we'll read it. Here we go. This is Quake. Oh, what does that do? Forgive me. I'm going to see if I can read upside down. In turn order, each player may draw the top Earthscape and place it in any position, ignoring influence restrictions. Ooh, place landmarks on all source wells on these Earthscapes. Way cool.
So
in turn order, that would be me. And then we're going to have to get some landmarks ready.
Draw the top one, place it in any valid position.
Ignoring influence. So you could put that thing anywhere on the board, but we're going to do some new landmarks. So in turn order, right? So the only rules for Earthscapes are you cannot block the path going back to any mark that's an opponent. So like I could put it right here. It blocks this path, but this one's still open. Or I could put it like right here. And that still leaves that path open. So I'm going to do that because I'm going to hope that I could build another spire there and keep you away from my base. So now you can place it, and you can even place these off the board if you wanted. Like say you wanted to put a spire here to help defend your base, you could put one there, but it's gonna, you can put it over here. You can put it anywhere you want, and then we'll place a landmark on it.
All right, we'll do that then.
Okay. And then place this guy on there.
So that has to be revealed before I can build a spire.
Yep.
Oh, well.
I think that's what it said, right? It said place landmarks on all source wells. Yep. So that's what they're saying. That is pretty cool, though. Earthquake takes place. Ground shakes. A new landmark rises from the ground. You know, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so new phase, no source this round because of the famine from last round. So we go into the marketplace phase, and I am not going to miss out on the marketplace phase this round. So you went first, me, you. So I go first on the last round. So yes, we are going to get us some Yeezel. Your turn, my dear. You could get the Stave of Advancy.
What's that do?
It's a magic-like missile. I think it means like you could hit something up to 3 spaces away or something like that. That's an original one. So the magic-like missile. Once per turn before or after this unit's movement, you may spend 2 source to deal 1 damage to a unit 3 hexes away. That's epic. The magic-like missile.
I've got all this source and I don't know what to do right now.
Yeah, you could buy somebody if you want. This guy is not very good, but he has evasive. I don't know what evasive means.
And I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said about that.
The magic-like missile, you'll attach this to a hero, one that you're going to put out this round, not one that's out there. And then once per turn, you could spend 2 source to deal 1 damage to something 3 spaces away.
Okay, we'll buy him.
Okay, and now back to the phase again. I'm going to take... This is my special phase with my Faction. Time Vials. Back to the
Hang on, I
Future.
defeated another one of yours.
Oh, that guy gets discarded. So my last thing I can do, all these are spires. I like the brick and mortar one. So, all right. That's the end of that special phase. Now we are on to the build phase. So you can construct a spire, upgrade a spire, do an earthscape, or advance your fortress. So I am going to build a spire because I've got this. I've got influence because it's adjacent to it. So I'm going to build that guy right there. 2 attack, 1 thing, 1 range. So boom, he's there. That cost me 4 source, so I'm down to 9. Your turn, my dear.
Okay, so I can't build a spire because I don't have...
You don't have any... You didn't clear any of this off. If you spent 6 on a turn, you could...
I took that one.
Yeah, but you don't have a spire out here yet.
Okay.
Once you have influence here, then you could have influence to build out here.
All right. Well, I'm going to just upgrade my cannons because I don't...
Are you going to do that fancy move the boat trick?
Well, see, the problem is...
You got to spend all that source.
Yeah, I had gained so much source last time that I didn't want to spend 14 source all the way down to 0 just to move it.
That's true. Well, now you could spend it all right now on the build phase.
That's what I did before. I spent it all, but then I kept getting
it
so
back
much
because you were killing a bunch
so
of
I
stuff.
Couldn't.
So what did you do now?
You're
getting cannons?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. I am going to... Let me see what my Thieves upgrade is at the end. Headquarters upgrade. Your heroes may have up to 2 pieces of equipment on it during the prep phase. Equipment may be added to heroes that are in play. Why not? No, I'm going to try to upgrade some things. Instead, I'm going to add another range to this. That's the 4th level. So that's going to cost me 4 CP or 4 source. So I am down to 5 now.
All right, I'm going to spend 6.
Okay.
The cabin's cabin.
What does that do for you?
Pull the plank.
Mm.
So if you end up there, I can...
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So I have 5 left. I am going to... Let's do an Earthscape just because I can. And then the Earthscape thing, I think you just, during the build phase, where's that at? Place an Earthscape previously purchased from the market where you have influence. You may immediately construct a spire on one of the Earthscape source wells as long as you have influence. So that'll work because I have exactly 5 source. So that'll take me to 0 source. But then I'm going to build this twin barrel bunker right there with 1 range and 1 attack. And it's got the repeater ability, which means something. After the spire attacks, if it does not defeat the unit it attacked, it may make a 2nd attack.
You about to kill me?
Look at this gauntlet you're going to have to go through.
I don't know how you do all of that.
I hope I'm doing it right.
It's like you started with your measly, not much, but you get so many things.
Yeah.
And then it becomes that. I haven't quite figured that out yet.
Well, I think one thing that you're missing is the spire construction, that you haven't been getting in on that. So your units have been having to take me out where my spires have been taking you out.
I play it too safe.
Too safe?
I do.
Too safe?
I do. I have a whole bunch of source left, but nothing else really helps me now that we're at the end.
Well, keep in mind though, if I don't destroy you to 0 this round, if I don't, then you add up how strong your gate is plus the number of upgrades you've made. And that is...
So keep buying.
I would keep buying.
Saying.
And then besides, if you're going to do the pull the plank thing, which I totally would do this round, wait till I get close to you, pull the plank, and then go from there.
Okay. Well, so I could do 3.
It almost doesn't even matter if you can use them or not. It's just another way to maybe try to win the game.
And finish off the 3. Okay, done.
All right.
Done.
Done. Okay, so now we've done all of our build phase stuff. Now we do the prep phase. So this round we have 11 CP to use. Here's when it all starts coming out.
+2 for me.
Oh, you got it too this time? 6.
Because
I have 13 as well.
Because I did the captain's cabin morale. In the prep phase, let me see. Tick this die down by any amount
6.
to gain that amount of CP. So you said it was
9.
11?
Yes. Oh, okay.
So I get 13.
Cool. 6, 12 is all I can do. Because my other ones have been gone. I've not done a good job of that. So that's a negative to this faction is if you... so like right now I have slim pickings because I wasn't getting the right ones that I needed. Although I had all these free buys that I could do, even though all the units that I was getting that were being destroyed, they're gone now. So I don't have like a barracks that replenishes itself. 1, 2. I love that guy. It's so cool because they said that when they set out to make this game that they wanted to make a tower defense game. I mean, spires are towers. And I really am starting to feel that here because I have this gauntlet of towers that she's going to have to go down to get to my base. Now, the same is true. I've got to go down this one little road now because I've kind of earthscaped the ground. But as I go through, I'm going to find out what that is and maybe do some other cool things. And I haven't done my thing about this little guy right here. If I could kill something and upgrade him, then I would be able to put a new way gate out. And maybe that would be a cool thing to do this late in the game is as she marches, tries to come down this gauntlet, maybe I come over here and build a new way gate over there. He can move 3 spaces and he's a flyer. That is what's really, really neat about this game is the way that the chips can just slide up underneath it. And it's just cool to have this thing that you're marching around the board. It just feels cool.
Sorry, I'm taking so long.
And who doesn't love good poker chips, right?
Can't.
We're not doing the market phase anymore. This stuff can go away. Get out of here.
Oh my goodness, there's so much.
There's a lot.
There's so much.
What are you doing over there?
I don't know what order to put them all in. I don't know what to do.
So you got one group there. So I always put them in order of like,
I don't know.
I don't want to get bogged down when I'm going out. So I usually put my fastest ones in the front so they can get out. I don't want to have to take 2 or 3 turns to get going. And then you've made your way across the board to me. But I don't know if that's good strategy or not. So.
Well, and I'm blocking my path. So.
But he can go first.
He can?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll go 1, 2, 3. And then this guy, 1, 2. Spires can't fire. This guy has an awesome 4 range. 1, 2, 3, 4. But 2 range. This guy has a 3 range. Getting close. All right, your turn.
All right, so he goes out and he can fly over water.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, water's the coolest one. It's if you have water on the chip, it can go over anything.
3. I'm gonna move him 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
This guy. 1, 2, 3. Now, what's your spire here? How far? What's the range on him?
This guy can go 2. This guy can go. I upgraded him so he can go 3. 1, 2, 3. He'll hit you there.
Okay, well, we'll just go there.
This guy all the way in the back can make it to here. He's 4.
Man, I gotta think about this.
Mm-hmm. And this is wave 4, my dear. This is the end. The end is near.
I don't think very well on this. Okay.
I'm going to use
the
that.
problem with the cannons is I hurt myself. That does not help me.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You could stay out of the way.
So I can't stay out of the way. And then I get hurt.
Yeah, but these 2 cannons right here are going to take out my... You could fire both of those and...
Okay. 1, 2. That one is a 1. And it can jump.
Oh, yeah.
Let's jump.
Okay.
Okay. No idea what I just
1,
did.
2, 3. So this guy could hit this one. Is that what you want to do?
Where else am I going to go? I mean, I guess I'll just stay there.
Okay.
At some point.
Yeah, at some point it's got to happen. So you can't attack anything. You could blow. Oh, you have 0 source. And so you could blow that thing up. Okay, my turn. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to go 1, 2. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3. We're bringing in the guy. This guy's just hung out there the whole game, the entire game. He's just been in the corner. But now we're bringing it. We brought in the Netto Rut.
Okay. So what?
Your turn.
What now? You moved.
Spires can't fire. You don't have any spires. I'm not exploring. I can't attack. It's your turn.
Gotta keep these on so I can see.
That is something to note. Spires only fire against opposing units. So just because it's my turn doesn't mean the spires will fire.
So you've blocked me from over here. I can't even... You've blocked me everywhere. I can't even get to you.
My boat or my gate? Yeah, you're going to have to go through me. Wow, look at that guy. 7 health. And he's got Pistolier. That's awesome. So you could hit me from 2 spaces away.
I have no strategy right now. I don't know what I'm doing.
That's okay.
This is where I get really bad at the games because I start.
But you've done all the upgrades.
I start to fall apart.
You did all the upgrades and stuff, so that's cool.
I know, and I don't know what to do. Okay. I don't know. I've just got to go in and fight. I've just got to fight. I know. I missed that guy. I've only got 1 of him.
Oh, he should have gone back to your barracks.
Jimmy's cheating.
I'm not cheating.
I was looking for him, and I thought, well, I guess I don't.
How much is he?
I wanted to use both of them. I had 2, and I didn't. I kept thinking I was. So if you win,
there's a big asterisk.
Then there's a big. What could have been? Okay, I'm gonna do something. No idea what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
I don't know what to do. Okay.
Well, I think you'll figure it out, though.
1, 2, 3. I don't know. I'm just moving. I'm just moving. This guy has to go 2. This guy can go 1. I'll put him here. And I'll put him there.
Okay. Now, if you leave that one there, you have to fight that because you're next to that. That's a minion next to that.
How many did I move?
Three.
3.
So
I have to go.
But you could go here or here.
I don't remember how far. I must be right there.
Okay. Spire's fire. So this guy, 1, 2, 3. Is this you? No, that's me. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's you, right? So this one's going to fire and hit you for 1.
It's all about to be over. There's nowhere I can go.
This one's going to attack and get you for 1 and make that go away. So that's 4.
Are you taking your source? Does that matter at this point?
4. It does if there's a tiebreaker.
Okay.
Source matters. And you could use it during the round. So I did this one and this one. Now this one's going to fire and he can go 3 and do 2 damage. I'm going to do it here and get that 2 out of the way. So 2 more. So I'm up to 6. And then that's it because this guy can't get anything. Do you have anything with range? This guy's a pistolier. If you wanted to, he could fire. And you can fire your cannons.
He only does 1 damage. That's funny. I didn't pay attention.
But if you flip him, he does 2. When he becomes a pistolier, he flips and then becomes a 2.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Isn't that what it says on pistolier? He flips to the other side.
If it does, flip it. Yep. Okay. So let's do that then.
Okay.
Is it my turn to attack? Okay.
Flip. I can't retaliate against you because I don't have any range.
Okay.
So. All right.
Yep. That's all I can do.
Okay. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2. Spire's fire. There's none. I'm not exploring at all. So now this guy has a range of 2. So I'm going to do 1 damage to you. This one is going to do 3 damage and kill that one. And I'll get 2 source for that. And it reveals what? Oh, you should have been using your magic like missile.
I thought it had to be paired with something.
Huh?
Did it not have to be paired with?
No, it did. I'm saying you didn't activate it. Once per turn, you could. Oh, you didn't have any source. Oh, okay.
What?
The way that this works,
guess I didn't know
it's
how
an
that
equipment
worked.
upgrade. It goes with this, and then once per turn, you could use the magic like missile. You pay 2 source, and then it would do damage to someone.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
And then that's it. Yep. Okay. So now it's the beginning of your turn. So you'll do movement.
First thing I'm going to do is fire.
Okay. Where are you firing? Okay. 1. I can't remember what assault does. Assault is a key word. When attacking a spire. Okay.
What do I've only got the 2 out there now. This is so bad. All right, well, I have to move him too, so he's got to go there. There's no option. He's about to be destroyed.
You could bring that guy back, maybe.
I think I'm going to leave him there. And I've got the 2 range.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that doesn't matter anymore. Okay, so I'm going to attack, or am I attacking yet?
Uh-huh. Oh, Spires fire first.
Spires.
So this one has a range of 2, and it's going to do 1 damage to you. This one will do 2 damage and take that out. So your Swabby's gone. But it would make... What does sacrifice do? Doesn't sacrifice mean that this upgrades?
Mm-hmm.
And now 3. This one, 1, 2, 3, 4, can fire and takes 1 damage off of that. 2, 1, 2, 3 can't get to you. So now it's your turn to attack.
And actually what sacrifice means is you can promote 1 friendly active minion.
Mm-hmm.
So you can promote any of them, right?
Yeah, minion, though, not heroes.
A minion. Yeah, and that's the only one I had out there. Okay, so what's happening now?
So now it's your time to attack. So you've got these 2 units. That guy's got Pistolier, so you could fire. Or this one, you could just take me out. Or you could attack one of these Spires and try to get rid of them.
So let's do Pistolier.
Okay.
2.
Gone, so you'll get 2 source for that.
Okay.
And then he has to flip to his other side.
Then does he need to go ahead and attack?
Mm-hmm. So he takes off 1. No matter how much damage you do to a Spire in 1 attack, it only takes off 1 chip.
Okay.
And then
I'll
fire?
do this again.
Okay.
I need to use it.
Uh-huh.
So
what are you firing? That guy? I'm so sorry, man. Okay. So I think the end is here.
No, I'm sure.
Of course, you could pull the plank if you want.
I did buy it.
If that's the case, I'm going to go like that. And then that's it. That's all the units that I have. So how does pull the plank work? Or the strategic maneuver once per game at the start of your turn. On the Onslaught phase, you can do that. Or you could just pull the plank since you have that upgrade on the launch bay. Don't you have that? To pull the plank thing?
Not that it's on the captain's cabin.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just during your turn in the Onslaught phase. Oh, okay. So they're both on your turn. Okay. And then I got to see what hunter means. If that has to do with, I know it has to do with landmark. Is it just landmarks? Okay. All right. So I'm going to do 1 attack to you. So you'll lose that. And then you're going to retaliate with 1 for me. This guy can't do anything because he doesn't have range. So that's the end. So now it's your turn. We're getting near the end. The end is near.
Whew.
Dun, 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 dun.
So what do I need to do first? If I pull the plank, it means I have to move this whole thing.
It's 2 different things. Strategic maneuver
is moving
that. Pull the plank would just be this guy would die.
Just empties all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's go ahead and do that since I have to do that at the beginning.
Okay, so my Neteret dies, and you pulled the plank, so it's gone.
And I lose that upgrade now.
And you get 3 source.
Okay. So you're out of my firing range now. So I'm going to move this guy.
Okay.
One, he comes here. Oh, but your attack is for 3. I thought he was more.
He flips every time you use the Pistolier ability. He
Oh.
flips over, so it's like a back and forth, back and forth.
Okay, I'm gonna leave him there. Move my powder monkey.
Okay.
Oh man, I've got to move him 3 because he upgraded.
Well, you don't. Upgrades are optional. For you don't have to upgrade him. So if you'd rather him just go 2, I forgot that. Well, no, I want it to be advantageous for you.
Shielded mean? Oh, that's only for flying things. Okay.
Spire's fire, unless you're moving something else. Okay, Spire's fire. So this guy could hit you for 1. This guy could hit you for 2, and he's blowing up. So he would do 1 and 1. Is that right?
An extra on Spires.
Yeah. Okay. So
2 damage and then an extra.
Yeah, so he took 1 on 1 hit. You can only take 1 thing off. It does 2 damage, but on Spires, no matter how much damage you do on 1 turn, it only takes off 1 chip. And then it says you hit him again, so then that would take off the next chip.
Okay, it includes that. It says Spires.
Mm-hmm. But that's how damage is dealt to Spires.
Okay. Okay.
It's basically covering its base, because to get rid of this takes 2 damage at one time. So then this guy is gone, and then I get 3 for that. And then if you're going to attack with him.
Yep, so it's just 1. And you take 3 from me.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then he flips.
Yes. So on his turn, he would move onto your plank, but since your plank isn't there, it gets replaced. And that's all the movement I do. So next round, I would be able to go onto your boat. So I can't this time. So I can't attack you, but I can attack him. So I'll do 3 damage on your captain, and then that gets rid of him. And then that's 4 there. So I think this might be the game then, because then you don't have any more, but I still have minions out. So then I would come here and do 3 damage, and then you would do a damage back, and then 3 damage again, and then that would be.
That just obliterated me.
That was the end, my dear. Dun dun dun.
That just needs to go away. There's not even a number for what he just did to me.
Yeah, so that's the end. Yeah, and then he had another guy underneath him, so that was it. But that strategy there really worked out well for me with all those spires kind of down that line. I didn't even get to see what that was going to be. That'd be another thing. So yeah, I would say next time maybe try to get rid of some of these things next to your base and do that. We didn't get to move the boat around.
I never did move the boat.
And then I didn't place out another waygate. So there's still lots to be explored with these factions then to see what else you could do. So that's kind of neat. To know that there's a lot more to do.
Does the marketplace give you spire options? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's spire. Well, your faction
because
comes with.
I feel like my spires wouldn't have really helped me a whole lot.
Yeah, you had a lot of
So I just never really. But but if they're in the marketplace, then you have all kinds of options. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, lots more options there. And the faction spires that you had are mainly like, she had some cool ones where you could get them out of there like it was a boat. So if you had a leader that was out here that was going to die, you could get them back to the base and they could recover. And then one other thing your Buccaneers could do is if she had spires, the Buccaneers can become a part of the spire. And then at the end of the turn, they can pop back out. So like they become part of the spire and go to add on to it. and then they could jump out at some point, you know, so maybe they avoid being attacked and then they jump out and start messing people up.
That's part of I'm still learning.
Oh yeah, we're definitely, this is definitely, we played this, I've played this my 4th or 5th game of this. And so we're still definitely learning a lot of the stuff. So upgrades, I'm sure I missed some upgrades during the game where we attacked something, we didn't upgrade it right. So there's definitely some rules to keep track of, but that's why it's a heavier game. But it's fun to be able to figure out, navigate your way through all of that. So,
and this is my first time playing a game like this. What's it considered? The attacking and the
just a combat type game.
All those words I told Jimmy, I don't know all the correct things to say about gaming.
It doesn't matter because we're all learning together, right?
But it's my first time ever playing a game like this, and there's a lot to it, which I think because we've played it a couple of times, the more I'm learning, like each time I feel more excited because I'm learning more things I can do.
That you can do,
So it's I
well,
love it.
let's just put it like this. The first time we played, she's like, this is not my kind of game. And then by yesterday, she even asked my son, she said, hey, do you want to play that with me real quick? And then she was trying to do some strategies and learn it because she wanted to really kind of wear me out tonight.
Yes, but the son was wearing me out too. So he's really good at this.
That's it.
But I love it. Everything is so well made. And again, I don't know much about all of it, but I love it. I think it's great.
It's good. So go check out the Kickstarter. It is a short campaign. I think they're only going to be doing it for like 10 days. So I think next Thursday, a week from today, I think is the end of all of it. So if you're interested in going to the campaign, then go do it. Check out the campaign. And if you back the game because you watch this video, I think we'd love to know that. That would be pretty cool.
That'd be pretty cool.
So, all right. And then make sure you check out the campaign to make sure that we, anything that we got wrong, that they could clarify all of that. So, all right. Well, thanks for watching, and we will talk to everybody later. Okay. All right.
Bye.
Thanks. See ya.
And cut.
Well, I got to figure out how to end the stream now. There we go.